Okay, I kind of don't want to try anymore. Yeah. Look at what happened.
I find it.
Maybe the risk is just too high. Yeah, you can get perfect parries whenever you want. Mm. I don't know when it's a good opportunity to parry. Also, that's less damage than my dagger build. That was I was doing before this. Yeah, I should be using that too. I think he lost pathing for a couple of seconds. Alright. Couldn't parry this guy much because, you know, it's not worth it. Yeah, if I miss a parry, I not only I would take a lot of damage from he actually dealing a lot of damage, but there's also the ring. There's also the ring that it's increasing how much damage I take. This one is also increasing how much damage I take. And during a parry, if I get hits, I I think I would say counter damage, which adds another, I think 50% on top of this. Also, 62% on the challenge. Oh, 66% now. And yeah, 30 stream streak. Alright, now I can go kill the Dragon Slayer armor. I just noticed as I had enough to level up my shield once more. But now it's too late. Also, I can't parry Dragonfly armor, so I'm gonna two-hand my sword. I'm totally gonna summon her. It's gonna be fun. This guy is supposed to be a little bit weak to thrust damage, so let's see how this is going to be. Oh, not bad. That was almost a no hits until I got hits. Counter? No, that's not counter. Why is Sirius healing so much? I can feel a giant ball being thrown on my direction. Oh no, it's the laser. Counter? Finally! Oh, now it's shooting the giant ball. Oh, fuck. I'm not taking as much damage as I was expecting. I'm definitely not taking as much damage as expected. Maybe I'm just not noticing how much damage I was taking because I have a lot of HP. Ah, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm still gonna have to kill this guy another 4 times. Also, I forgot about this Crystal Sage. Let me parry you. Yeah, this is not happening like this. Partial parry. Yeah, damage won't be great because, you know, magic damage. Yeah. What do you mean? Like, there is no differences between the two Crystal Sages. It's like literally the same guy, just that this one doesn't have a second phase. Oh, so you and me. Alright then. Oh, item. Oh, the axe. But the thing is, Crystal Sage's weapon is not very good. Would you be able to deal with that? You don't have as much experience as I do, so maybe it could be extra hard for you. To the point of becoming not fun. You also don't have a lot of experience as a caster, and Crystal Sage is basically a pure caster, which is even harder. Like, you keep forgetting that you have spells and you can cast them. I don't know how well this would play with a Crystal Sage build. Yeah, but spellcasting in Dark Souls 3 is pretty different from how it is in Elden Ring. For example, there is no chain casting. Fucking hell, dude. I'm gonna ignore that one. I'm gonna lose the progress I made on Crystal Sage's HP bar. I'm dead. Holy shit, both of them spamming non-stop. The Scholar did the fucking wax attack like 4 times in a row. Anyways, spellcasting in Dark Souls 3 is pretty different from Elden Ring. Elden Ring is way easier. Animations are faster in general, and there is chain casting, which makes it even faster. And a lot of spells are just better in general too. They just deal more damage, have better tracking, and all of that kind of stuff, because From Software nerfed spells a lot for Dark Souls 3. They used to be kind of broken in Dark Souls 1. They used to be pretty viable in Dark Souls 2, so they nerfed a lot for Dark Souls 3. Like, I make spells look good in this game, but compared to how they used to be in the older games, they are definitely not good. This fucking wax attack, dude. Oh yeah, sure. I just keep in mind that it's probably gonna be pretty hard for you. To the point of probably not being fun. Especially since the main weapon has split damage, and in total it doesn't have a lot of damage at all. The stat distribution is pretty annoying. Like, you need a lot of strength to use that rapier, but it has like E in strength. So you're basically not getting any damage from your strength that you are required to have to be able to use that sword. It should scale from intelligence, but it doesn't give you a lot of magical damage from that. So Crystal Sage Sword is just not very good. But you know, it's good when Crystal Sage is using the sword. Those guys really need to stop shooting that thing on me. Wait, where's my souls? I just lost my souls. basically got one shot by that small enemy. Gonna ignore you. Yeah, but you're not gonna ignore me. Do you even teleport if I don't attack you down here? I don't think he does. Yeah, he just loses aggro from you. Everything deals so much damage against me. Dude, this is not worth it. Not even in this game this is worth it. Let's see the difference now. And I barely notice the lack of damage. Because again, it's not worth it. It's probably just some kind of noob trap. Also, did the Crystal Sage teleported? He teleports even... Yeah, he teleports even if you don't attack him. Maybe not a timer, but definitely a trigger on the ground. Because From Software does that a lot. Not like a physical actual model of a trigger on the ground, but just like an invisible trigger, and if I step there, he should do that thing. Okay, game, explain to me how the fuck did I miss that? Crystal Sage, you're very annoying. Now he can only teleport to one of two sides. So fighting him here is the easiest way of fighting him. And you can just keep him teleporting like this. Yeah. Don't worry, I already made the souls that I just lost, so it's fine. Mostly I just lost time. I don't have a lot of Estus. I'm not gonna continue like this. I should definitely go spend my souls.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's very well, then touch Hagen. Farewell, Ashen Base.
Ah. Ashen One.
Welcome. Very well, then Hagen. Farewell, Ashley.
Just what? Project like that.
In case you don't know, the amounts of FP you regenerate with a simple weapon depends on the level of your weapon. So that's why I'm still leveling up the shield. No, just level. And it's not just shield, you can have a weapon too, like you can infuse with simple any infusable gear basically. So you could have a shield with simple jam and a weapon with simple jam, both of them at the same time, to have double FP regeneration. But something that you can do which is better is do the same thing but with a blessed gem, which gives you HP regeneration instead. So you're gonna have 2 HP per second from your shield, 2 HP per second from your weapon, and you can get also the spells that give you HP regeneration. Alright, I'm not fighting anyone. I take so much damage. So you can stack a few instances of HP regen. Yeah, it's the same. So to have 2 HP per second on your shield and weapon, they should be at max level. They work the same way, simple and blast. Just that simple is for intelligence and blast is for faith builds. Literally the most annoying enemy. And he can just do that for as long as he wants, because he has infinite stamina. Oh yeah, definitely. And there's a ring that gives you HP regeneration too, and I think everything can stack. I think the maximum is like 14 HP per second. If we stack all of the regens. That's very good. No, it's not. There's a reason why no one does that. As I said, on average, you have like 1200 HP. I would have to wait for how long to be able to regenerate half of my HP. Those guys are so fucking annoying. In about 500 seconds, either the boss is dead or you're dead. So, yeah. Is that really, really viable? But if you were exploring something new and didn't want to waste Estus, it would be great. Well, it would. It definitely would. If you ignore the fact that you have a bonfire every 20 minutes. So why should I even care about HP regeneration when I know the next checkpoint is not far? Even on a blind playthrough, after you finish like the first area, the second area, you start to get the pattern and notice how the game usually gives you checkpoints very often. The FP regen is so much more useful. I was spamming Ash of War, and look at my FP bar. And it's already full. Please fall down. Ah, you're not gonna fall down. I think you're stuck. Okay, you're not anymore. Okay, now that the dude is dead, I can reload the game so I can get the crystal lizards. Still talking about HP regeneration. You maybe could argue about that being useful for PvP, but also no. PvP fights are usually too fast for HP regen to actually do something. I have to reload the game again. Yeah, with a lot of run. And basically no heating. Dude, this game is so stupid. Imagine if I missed again. Dude, really, I'm gonna have to follow you until here. Okay, where it's a safe place for me to fall down? Oh my god! No! Dude, stop! Fucking hell! Yeah, enemies with infinite range. When they jump, they can fall whenever they want, basically. So stupid. And From Software have no idea why people prefer to ignore every enemy and just run straight to the boss or the next checkpoint. Like, they really have no clue why everyone just prefers to run and ignore everything. From Dark Souls 2 onwards, they really got very bad at making regular enemies. Because they are all so annoying that the Souls community as a whole developed this mentality of just run past everything and go straight to the boss room or the next checkpoint. Like, individually, those enemies are even fun to fight against, like this guy. But then, you have places like this room, with 6 of them, and the room is not even big. Like, stop cramping 8 enemies on a room the size of an average New York apartment. Fighting those guys would be so much more fun if it weren't for this shield thing they do. As I said earlier, every From Software enemy that has a great shield is extremely annoying for exactly the same reasons. They have infinite stamina. What is preventing them from just, raising the shield for as long as they want? Oh! Okay. Fall down, you asshole. Also, my stamina regeneration is terrible. Oh, it's amazing how you can deal damage to me with your back. I wasn't even in front of you. No, this is not aura farming, this is just stupidity. I'm not gonna go back for my souls. I'm probably gonna die again, because it's another small room with 6 enemies. Like this rooftop here, I need to find the first gargoyle on this triangle basically, because if I go any further, the other one will jump down. And imagine having to find 2 gargoyles at the same time. And this is not Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, this used to be very, very doable. And look at this, they can just spam! They have no penalties for doing that. That guy did the same guard counter move 5 times in a row. Like, From Software is very good at making lore and games in general, but holy shit, the game balancing is so stupid. It's not because of limitations or anything, it's because of bad decisions. It's because they are really dumb at doing those things. Look at this bullshit! This is not fun, From Software. Giving us a chore to deal with is not the same thing as giving us a challenge. There's a difference between a hard enemy and an annoying enemy. Also, especially in Elden Ring, every enemy and boss feels like they are cheating on you because of how much bullshit they can do that are completely out of the range of what a player can do. So, yeah, it feels like they are playing a different game with different rules than you. So sometimes things get so fucking frustrating. Kinda sad that it's like this, because this is part of the reason why a lot of people in Elden Ring have to resort to keep stacking buffs just to make fights last less and you'll be able to kill the boss before they kill you. Like, rarely you see someone actually fighting Maliketh. You usually will see someone basically cheesing Maliketh, because if you're not doing that, Maliketh will just two-shot you if you have like 60 vigor and good armor. Amazing. Okay. They made me press the button. Again, I'm having to chase them. How am I supposed to fight 3 NPCs that are super tanky, deal a lot of damage with each hit, and they can input read me and parry me and perfectly dodge everything that I do? How am I supposed to have a 3v1 in a situation like this? And even cheesing Even cheesing, they still can just destroy me because of how much damage they do. Maybe you're thinking about that I should kill one at a time, but you can't do that. If you alert one of them, the other two will come with the other one. No matter how stealthy you are, there's no way you can kill only one of them. Dude, look at this shit. Yeah, either they are immune or just super resistant. I'm doing jumping attacks because you can't parry jumping attacks. And I know this bitch is gonna try to parry anything that I do. Anyways, peak game design here. Well, time to go kill the 3 winged knights. It's probably gonna be easy. They are usually not hard to deal with. Mostly because I can fight just one at a time. Don't need to deal with all 3 of them. Could I squeeze this ring here? Yeah. Now I have 40 dexterity in total to avoid fall damage. And plunge. Ooh. Ah, my controller. It's pressing R2. Oh, my damage is not bad. I need this. Be able to alert this guy without alerting the other one. Are you done with your 6-hit combo? Thank you. It's so funny how you can iframe that whole spinning attack. Feels like it shouldn't be possible. Can I squeeze a backstab on this guy? Yeah, I can. I'm just gonna keep shoving my sword on your big butts. Yeah, and it's so easy. Yeah, this guy was super easy. Well, only 2 bosses left now. Just the Twin Princess, which Lorien, which is the biggest problem, is weak to magic. And Lothric, I don't think I don't remember if he's resistant to magic, but I'm pretty sure it's not bad. And then Soul of Cinder, which at this point I'm just getting used to that fight, so it's not gonna be hard, I hope. There's an invisible wall here that they can't cross. Should I waste my consumables trying to kill them? It's usually funny when I do this. Like, it's not a lot of damage. And he can still hit me. At least it's easier against the guy without the shield. Yeah, the guy with the shield will just eat all of my hits. Don't bounce. Just wasting items. Alright, now I have only the throwing daggers. Yeah, almost died. The game really wants me to use the fucking spear. It's always dropping the spear. The game knows that I really like the spear. Also, do you think I should do Urbex's quest line to be able to summon him for these fights? It's gonna be another source of magical damage to destroy Lorien. Well, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of souls to be able to do that. But it's fine. At least I kinda have a good farming spot now. I need to go to Firelink. And I'm missing one scroll. I think I need to give all of the sorcery scrolls to Powerback, and I'm missing one. But that one is pretty easy to get.
Well, very then take.
Just gonna get my levels first. Yeah, 3 levels. Amazing.
Ashen.
At least I'm in the 400s. Which is not bad. Well, I guess it's a little bad. Could have been better. I don't even use that many.
Pretty, be careful. Like,
So let's go to Pharaon. Oh, really? What a fucking jump scare. Alright, now I can go back. I should have all of the scrolls now. Do I have stuff to sell? I hope I do, because I'm gonna need a lot of souls. Lots of things to sell. Some very expensive armor.
Ashen.
Okay, 65,000. That's not even close to how much I need.
Oh, you're a fighting dwarf.
how do you this?
With it, it's a spot like that. Or yeah, like that. From
So now, if I equip this ring and this ring, now my spell, Spook, is completely useless. And it uses no FP. Lasts for as long as I'm wearing the rings. So, yeah. It's kind of funny. I need more souls. Where should I go? I guess the Grand Archives are giving me more souls than Anor Londo would give me. You know, the Silver Knights. Each Silver Knight is dropping around 2.7 thousand souls. And there's only 2 of them. And it's a bit annoying to fight them. If I just run through here, like this guy, almost 1,000 each, and they die with 2 hits. But I'm pretty sure the scholars, they drop like 3,000 each, and there's like 4 right here. So like, how much do you drop? 1,600. Oh, I was expecting more. Yeah, 1,600. Oh, this is the one that drops 3,000.
Is everybody in the groove?
Okay.
We're just warming up.
Maybe the Silver Knights are more efficient. Maybe the Silver Knights are more efficient. But also I don't need a lot of souls now. I just bought the most expensive spells. Yeah, I just need 5,000.
Promise to stay safe.
So if I kill 2 Silver Knights, it should be enough. Alright, let's kill the Silver Knights. I think the Red Eye one drops the same amount of souls, but he's stronger, so it's higher risk. Let's see if he drops more souls. He drops way less than double the souls. So it's a marginal increase, minimal increase. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it. He doesn't drop enough of extra souls to justify going after him. There's another farming spot that, at least in my opinion, is even better. But not because it gives you more souls, but because it also gives you Titanite chunks.
Backing up.
So you can also level up your weapons.
You are now. If weapon.
Okay, he should be available to summon now. It's near the Smoldering Lake. Uh, Nothing in the Smoldering Lake drops Titanite chunks. So, no, it's not. It's on the Lothric Castle bonfire. I'm gonna show you. Lothric Castle, the first bonfire. Every time you spawn there, there's one Lothric Knight, which is quite easier to fight. And it's super close to the bonfire, and they can drop the whole set, sword, shield, and where's the knights? Oh, hello. And large Titanite shards, Titanite chunks. I think they can randomly drop lightning gems. And look, pretty useful. So yeah, that's a pretty good farming spots. I was expecting a shield bash. They usually aren't this passive, you know. It's just because I'm trying to use this as an example. You cancelled. There goes my stamina. But yeah, anyways, they have a better loot table. You can sell the armor pieces for even more souls. And yeah, that's it. Alright, I guess it's time to finish the game. Hopefully the summons won't die super early in the fight, because if that happens, then I'm just making the fight extra hard for me. Because when you summon any phantom, doesn't matter if it's a player or an NPC, all enemies and bosses in your world will gain a HP boost and a poise boost. So if your phantoms are not helping you to actually deal more damage than the boss gained when you summon your phantoms, then you're just making the fight harder. Just to maybe avoid that action. Alright, both of them can deal magic damage, so maybe we are gonna be killing Lorien pretty easily. Orbeck can cast Pestilent Mist, so I need to try to keep him out of the fucking mist because he's still dumb. He's just gonna kill himself doing that. Alright, I guess we are ready. Oh dear, another dog. Ah, I always mess the timing. Also, my damage is quite bad. Again? Yeah, someone's dying, and they are not actually helping so much. I love when enemies can deal damage to me with their backs. I'm not gonna get the riposte. Our back is dying. Dude, how much range do you have? First phase is lasting for way longer than my last build. And my last build I was using a fucking dagger. It was a luck build. Okay, I guess if you're too close, Lothric is not gonna shoot magic. Okay, now we are melting Lorien. Orbeck, using your Pestilent Mist now would be... Yeah, okay, pretty good, Orbeck. Pretty good. Now stay away from your own mist. As you can see, Orbeck is killing himself. Also, we are not dealing a lot of damage against Orbeck is dead. Like, Lothric is taking too long to die. Ceres is dying. Alright. Ceres is dead. I'm alone now. I was too close to be able to dodge that. Look at my damage against Lothric. Alright, so that was a bit glitchy. Yeah, maybe I should just survive this time. I think it's doable. I just need to not make any big mistakes. Like that. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe summoning 2 phantoms wasn't a good idea, because the boss got really tanky, and they didn't help much. Like, the summons weren't dealing a lot of damage. So that was exactly the case I was trying to explain. If your summons are not helping, summoning them will only make the fight harder because of the extra HP and poise.
Well, very then taken.
So this fight went for so long because of that.
Farewell, Ashenvale.
Oh, I can have a max level shield now. Ah yes, I'm gonna have to fight Soul of Cinder alone. I don't think so. Let's check. So, first damage 17%. Thrust and Slash are the highest damage resistances he has for physical damage. Magic 19, second highest. So, yeah, this doesn't look great. If I could use lightning, things would be better. But I can't. So yeah, it's gonna have to be a long fight. At least no summons to make the boss extra tanky. But also no summons to split aggro. I don't think this is gonna be first try. $414. I am only gaining 2 damage with 2-handing, but I'm using way more stamina to attack. Yeah, it's better to use just one hand, even though I can't really parry Soul of Cinder. I still think we should be able to parry Soul of Cinder in the second phase, just like you used to be able to parry Gwyn. Since, you know, he's actually basically transforming into Gwyn for second phase. So why not let us be able to parry Gwyn? Just like how it used to be. Alright, delayed attack. Okay, not bad. Dude, look at how delayed that attack is. I hate that attack, because sometimes he can do that without delaying. Basically, one of the first Elden Ring bosses. I didn't want it to do that roll. It was stored on my inputs. Yeah, I'm not doing great. And he can just heal. Ah yes, I forgot that you can parry me, but I can't parry you. Really? And look at that, it was an instant parry. You literally just came out of your fucking poise break. At least the sorcerer phase is the easiest one. Only 3 Estus for the Gwyn phase. He's gonna jump. And now he's gonna do the combo. Pretty cinematic. Oh, he's kinda bad at turning. Ah, I thought I could roll in time. Just spamming grab, right? Now we should run. Oh, I framed that. Impressive. It's usually a bit hard to avoid that combo if you're too close. Okay, I thought I could strafe that. I was already to the side. Dude, I wasn't even close. Who would have guessed the hitbox on his hand is larger than the fucking model? And he just sucked me into his hand. What a surprise. Dude, if I could parry Soul of Cinder. Wait. I need to check something. Okay, apparently that doesn't exist. Sorry to disappoint. I was checking if maybe there was a mod that lets me parry Soul of Cinder in the second phase, but no. That would have been so fucking cool. I really wish I could parry this guy. Oh, he can do that 3 times if he wants. Or just 2, or just 1. It's a bit hard to know which one is gonna be. Really, I can't have 2 hits before being able to dodge that. Okay, 2 times. He can also do that 3 times if he wants. Are you not gonna transform? Soul of Cinder, why are you not transforming? Yeah, he doesn't want to transform this time. I'm too close. No, I'm not. Just out of range. Are you gonna jump? Yeah, when he jumps I don't have enough time to finish healing. Yeah, he's just gonna punish me. Yeah, I'm dead. I got caught. If you're too close, there's just no way you can dodge that. I'm getting hits a lot, mostly because I think I'm fast enough to get at least 2 hits per window. But most of them I can get like 1 hit and a half, and I always get hits after. So it's such a shame that's a weapon that is as low as the S-Stock is, and it doesn't deal as much damage as it should be. So, you know, a weapon of this size. I can attack only once and not twice. But this guy can have like 8 hit combos if he wants. Also there I was getting hits because I thought the hit was going to be delayed. So I decided to wait like a few milliseconds. But no, you can just do the same attack but without delaying. And somehow I was still too close. The dude is just spamming at this point. Yeah, just spamming. And he can have infinite poise cast, basically. I need to be careful because this guy can just parry me. When is my damage window? Dude, what the fuck is this parry? What the fuck is this parry? He was on the ground. Is that a trap? He can Can this guy instant parry me if he's down like that? As you can see, this boss is a pretty good example of bosses not following the same rules as you have to follow. Because, what the fuck dude, he was staggered on the ground. Why can you instant parry me when you're supposed to be staggered? Why am I even trying to break your poise if you can just do that? And I hate the Aztec. I hate the Aztec. Such a slow weapon. Doesn't deal enough damage. Uses your whole stamina bar. I can recite a poem in the time that this guy takes to do that attack. The dodge this guy has is so OP. Also, he can turn when he's casting that. Okay, this could have been worse. I was a little too close for comfort. Remember, I only have window for one hit. Even though it looks like I could get 2 hits, no, I can't. The Aztec, it's just too slow for that. He was on the other side of the map. Why the fuck can I I wish I could just get some distance and heal. But From Software decided that it's a good idea to have bosses that can just fly 20 meters in 1 second, just to punish you drinking Astas. An animation that gets you stuck in position. You can't really maneuver very well when you're drinking Astas. You can't really dodge out of an Astas drink. But somehow we need to punish you even more for not having as much HP as a boss does. Also, I want to have fun playing this game. Like, I could kill this guy on my first try. I know it's kind of stupid saying stuff like this, but like, if I just focus, if I dodge everything, attack only once per damage window, I would definitely kill this guy on my first try. But that's so fucking boring, dude. That's so fucking boring. Dude, it's not gonna be fun. Locking in, it's just me not making any mistakes, not doing anything risky. Because if you do something risky, you could get punished. It's impressive how hard it is to strafe a spear. Spear should be the easiest weapon to strafe. Alright, dude, can you please die? Thank you. He's gonna jump. I prefer when you do the jump. So yeah, I don't want to lock in. This is boring. I would have to stop doing the things that are fun to do. Which is like using the more risky attacks. Dodging everything and attacking once is not my idea of fun. Dude, why are you spamming grabs so much? This is the 5th time. 6. 7. Seven grabs in a row. I thought he was going to do something else. Because he can do the combo again if he wants. Like... Dude, why are you spamming so much? Yeah, like this. Impressive how the Soul of Cinder, which is the personification of the bonfire, and using Gwyn's power, the lightning doesn't do a lot of damage. Look at this. I got hit by like 6 or 7 lightning spears, and it only dealt like a third of my HP. Why is lightning so weak on this guy? Like, aren't you supposed to be using the powers of the Lord of Lightning, basically? Why so weak? Also, as you saw, I was kinda locking in during that last try. I was dodging every attack, basically. I was hitting only once per damage window. And tell me, was this fun? I would say no. That was very boring. That was pretty boring. Yeah, but you like anything that I do, so it doesn't count. Okay, I need to change the title of the stream for the next part. Alright, title changed. I'm gonna start as soon as I actually finish this game here. What do you mean the most important thing? Ah, yeah.
The first flame quickly fades.
If you want it so much.
Will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's path. Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
Okay. Was planning the next challenge. Also, I finished the game 5 levels lower than expected.
Then I am down. Very then take.
I don't know if this means something about this build,
Mayst thou thy
but I should have more levels. Anyways, I'm gonna start now. Well, I lost a lot of souls in the Duke's Archive, in the Grand's Archives. But also, I didn't lost many souls. I guess I just didn't needed many levels. I used a lot of souls to buy the spells to finish Orbek's quest line. Maybe it was part because of that. Also, just a second, I need to swap accounts because I'm running out of save slots. Which one of the starting classes? I still don't know. I'm probably gonna answer that after I finish. But so far, I liked the luck build, the thief. It was pretty fun and unexpected. Like, I thought that build wasn't going to be as good as it was. And also I had no idea that I could parry Soul of Cinder. I could bleed Soul of Cinder. So it was such a big surprise when I was fighting Soul of Cinder and I noticed that I was bleeding him. Okay, I still have some free slots.
Yes.
Let's call her just Selena. Kinda don't have anything ready. Yeah, it's probably one of the best weapons in the whole game. But I'm not gonna be using that. If I don't do this, I'm gonna have to play for like 2/3 of the game just to be able to get this weapon. And it's kind of lucky how I can already use this weapon with the stats that I start with. So that's the slow curved sword moveset. Like it's no, that's the fast, right? Hmm. I'm not sure. I think it's the same moveset as the scimitar, or it's probably the same as the falchion. If it's the heavy curved sword moveset, then yeah, this is kind of bad. It's too slow to feel like the light curved sword. Ah yeah, I need to unequip this to not use it by mistake. Ah, yeah, this guy is kind of resistant to magic. Yeah. Also, 4 hits, and I'm out of stamina already. Dude, I'm basically dealing no damage. I basically deal no damage. Just so you can have a good idea of how this challenge is going to play out. I thought this was going to break his pies. I was wrong. Sure, it will be good at something. I'm not so hopeful, Cody. I used this weapon for PvP and it wasn't good. And it's not even because of the movesets or anything, it's just because it doesn't deal damage. This sword basically doesn't deal damage. Look at the numbers. 78 physical, 78 magic. And with scaling, I only have like 9 and 2. For a total of 168 split damage. Nerfed into the ground. I don't even think this weapon was good at the start. Like, I never saw anyone using this weapon. Maybe I could try to use this in PvP again. Highly doubt that it's gonna change something. You know what could save this weapon? Make it pure physical damage. Keep the intelligent scaling, but intelligent scaling adds to physical damage with the dexterity damage, dexterity scaling. I'm not sure if that actually happens. So you might think that this is busted, but in this game alone, there's like a few weapons that works the same way, but with faith. Like, there are faith weapons that scale from either strength or dexterity and faith, and it has only physical damage. Like the Sunlight Straight Sword. The Sunlight Straight Sword scales from strength, dexterity, and faith, and it has pure physical damage, and it's buffable. So you can buff with like some miracle buff that is also scaling from the faith you already have for the physical damage parts of your weapon. Imagine something like this, but for intelligence builds, where intelligence increases the physical damage of the sword, and you could even buff the sword with more magic damage. But no, you're not allowed to have fun in From Software games. Exactly. Imagine that. Like more spell sword mages. Okay, the criticals are kinda juicy against this guy. Yeah, but only the criticals, because now the damage is not so great. Also, no hits, Gundyr. Too late, cutie. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna try to use more. I need to remember that I can do this. Wait, does that consume my durability? No, not really. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Goes pretty far, but Ashes of War like this, they kinda incentivizes you to do it up close, so you hit both the weapon and the projectile at the same time to deal even more damage. So yeah, it's better at close range. Yeah, right, I can spam this so much. It costs 15 FP. I can use it a lot before running out of FP. Alright, let's look at the damage numbers. Yeah, this is probably gonna save this build a little if I have FP regeneration, since the FP consumption is so low. I would basically never need a blue flask. So, dexterity is giving me only 1 point of damage. Intelligence gives me none. Amazing.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Yeah, the scaling is so bad. It says that it's C in dexterity, but it doesn't feel like a C. Feels more like a D. Feels like both of those are Ds. Probably like the actual scaling is D in dexterity and E in intelligence. Now you know why this is going to be a challenge for me. Okay, this was really poorly made. I need to get a better controller. My controller is so fucking bad. So hard to actually choose the direction I want to go, because it's so snappy. As I said, the problem is not the tree, it's my controller. My controller sucks. It's hard to do fine movements. You can even see by my You can even see by my camera how it moves. If it wasn't for that fucking break, I would be able to do this jump way easier. Finally, fucking hell, dude. Yeah, when even doing the tree jump requires you to use that redeem. Hmm. Can I come back here later without having to do the tree jump again? Ah, yes. Okay, that's great. Because here it is, my first upgrade. The first one costs only 1, if I'm not mistaken. So I can get a +1 weapon already. Oh, I avoided fall damage by falling on top of that brick. Interesting. Let's check the damage of the projectile against the NPC back here. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't think it is, because you barely notice an improvement with upgrades. Okay, so this guy doesn't know how to deal with projectiles. Okay. Not great damage. Now you're noticing how slow this is. Dude, can I please not die? Yeah, the range is pretty good. But now I'm having a problem. You know, I'm dead. That's a big problem. Kinda hard to deal with problems when you are dead. Let's get another Estus here.
Pretty be careful.
More FP. I want to shoot more. Please fall down the cliff. Okay, that's something. But since I died first, I'm not gonna get any souls. So I killed this guy for nothing. Please let me out. Yeah, but I think that sword is like 200 souls instead of 2000 souls that I would get from killing him. But let's see. Yeah, I completely lost the souls. Let me grab this shield to sell. It's kind of funny how that shield is the trigger to this trap. It's not even like something that should attract someone. Such a map item. But I guess it looks better than the shield I was using. Don't like the other wooden shield. Can I hit the dog from here? Dude, the damage is quite bad. It used to look better in Dark Souls 1, especially with the rest of the sets. This one is quite weird because the shield is here, but you don't have the armor that goes with the shield.
Ashen.
What?
Ah, it's fine. No one remembers Dark Souls 1. People don't have good taste. And that's pretty sad. 196? Holy shit. That's a lot of damage. Impressive. I can probably two shots a dog now. Okay, I'm back. Some idiot was knocking on my door for no reason. Okay, let me check the stamina usage. It's not a big difference, but it does make a difference. Oh, I can 2 shots a hollow. Also, in the case of this weapon, it has 0 strength scaling, so two-handing does not change anything. Not bad so far. Dude, any weapon is good in the high wall of Lothric. Even a fucking broken straight sword. You don't even need to deal damage to be able to complete this area because of how easy it is. Any weapon looks good on this area. Also, Shotels have shield penetration, so they deal a little bit of damage through shields. But the problem is, I think the attacks bounce off shields, so I can't just keep attacking shields to actually utilize the buff that is being able to deal damage through shields. If I hit a shield, it's like the same as hitting a wall, so I would lose a lot of stamina for doing that. Yeah, I think even if you two-hand it, wait, I want to try something that is kinda crazy, but it might just work. So we have 400. Now 373. But alright. This, and now 410. Yes, it did. This one increases all sources of damage. But let's get a Pyro Flame. And Power of Retain. Both of them active. 492. Dude, I'm using Power of Retain and Sacred Oath and still not increasing my damage by much. This is not good. Not good. Dusk Crown. Magic Clutch Ring. And now 533. But now I'm in the negatives of defenses, resistances. Huh. Yeah, that sucks. What if I use the Flame Ring? 570. But then I would have to be naked for this to work. It's just not worth it. Look at how many buffs I need to stack to make this weapon viable. I could still I could still try it. But it's probably not gonna help much. See, it was bouncing off the shield. Dude, the base damage doesn't have to be good if the scaling actually gave me something. The scaling is not giving me a lot of damage. That's like the biggest problem. The scaling is terrible. I keep putting levels into dexterity and intelligence and it doesn't change much. So I'm not an assassin anymore, so stealth is a little harder. As you can see, everyone is waking up. Why am I grabbing Titanite shards? I'm not gonna be using them. I guess. Well, also I would need Titanite shards in case I want to have a upgraded shield. So I can have better FP regeneration. Chat not appearing on stream. What a surprise. Okay, he saw me. Alright. Well, I reloaded the chat. I have no idea if it's working. Usually when something like that happens, it takes like 5 minutes to come back. Okay, it's working. My controller keeps pressing the R2 when I don't want to do it. Oh, I'm one-shotting enemies now. Impressive. Like, it's literally the weakest variant. Dude, he almost killed me. Why the fuck an enemy has the ability of doing that? I just got stun locked. see how From Software is really bad at game balancing, right? I'm dealing 10 damage through the shield. I thought I was supposed to have like 60% of shield penetration. 10 damage is not 60% of 196. Yeah, it didn't bounce, but I was dealing 10 damage per hit. What happened to the fucking shield penetration ability that Shuttles have? You know, the thing that should make them stand out amongst other curved swords. Isn't Shuttles supposed to have that advantage when compared to other curved swords? Maybe it's just broken. No, the durability is still kinda high. It's not broken. Just that From Software, sometimes they just decide to hate a weapon for no reason. And they will do whatever they can to make that weapon suck. And that's quite sad. He wasn't close enough. Okay. Only have 2 fire bombs. Only need 2 fire bombs. You know what? I don't need fire bombs for this guy. So delayed. I almost had enough time to dodge after failing my parry because of how long the animation was. Only one Estus. That's concerning. And I need to take fall damage here. At least it's not a lot of fall damage. Dude, you're not supposed to turn! What a dumbass! I completely ran out of stamina. I'm still kinda upset at how From Software nerfed stamina for Dark Souls 3. And I'm sure they are like they regretted that, because in Elden Ring stamina is so much better than Dark Souls 3. You can do way more with the stamina you have in Elden Ring. I think you have more stamina per levels. It's gonna be a faith build. I'm gonna try to do a paladin with HP regeneration and faith weapons, and also access to healing spells. Using healing spells during boss fights will be basically impossible, so at least boss fights I'm not gonna be using healing. No, I don't. I had never heard about that bug. Or you're talking about the FAP bug, the FAP glitch. Because that one, I don't think it's instant.
Welcome. Very well
I
then touched.
remember that, But every time I did that, it wasn't doing anything.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Maybe it's patched, because I don't remember that working. Because I clearly remember that I tried to use that a couple of times.
That is what.
Okay, let's have at least
Okay, be
one.
careful like that.
Oh wait, fighting the Crystal Sage is gonna be a challenge. Because, you know, magic damage. And not a lot of damage. Okay, so they patched that pretty early. Yeah, 3 years old. It's gonna be 4 years old in like 2 months. Alright, let's go do Words of the Boreal Valley. Please notice me. I need you to go there. I'm making noise. Are you not noticing me? Dude, what a dumbass. The Ash of War doesn't angle down enough for me to be able to do that. But you know what? I'm just gonna fight this guy. It's faster to just kill him. This weapon looks so cool. It's unfortunate how it's such a bad weapon. I'm falling behind of my average time on High Wall of Lothric. I should, like, it's already 38 minutes of this character. At 38 minutes, I'm supposed to be almost killing the Great Tree. The Great Wood. Anyways, let's summon this guy just as a distraction. And let's see how useful it is to use this weapon against a shield guy. I don't want to trade. Alright. Okay. A shield. How ironic. The thing I was trying to destroy. Now it's joining me. Hello, Enya.
Have you made it head? It if you
Well, I think your name is Enya.
Anchor other. Anchor other.
I never picked this covenant on this save file. That's so funny. Yeah, it makes sense. I only use this save file for PvP, so why would I pick up that item? Oh god, I forgot. I have online active on this character. So there's people here. Jingle Physics. 0349. And Deep NPC. I'm not gonna summon them. I wouldn't enjoy being invaded with this weapon in my hands. Projectile? Ooh. Oh, I forgot to equip this. Yeah, just L2 to win. Yeah, maybe this is still good. Dude, you're supposed to stagger when I hit your head! I hit the head 3 times and no stagger. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Excuse my use of cheat engine, but this is not gonna have any effects on my challenge or the difficulty that I'm gonna be going through on this playthrough. I just want to test something which could be pretty funny. I really want to test this. You know what I want to test. Oh, I gave me a lot of eye orbs. I just need one. Okay, let's test some PvP, if possible, on this area. If there's even a host available to invade. Which I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think I have a host available. Oh, I can use this. Also, I prefer using this. I like the look of this raggedy piece of cloth. Also, my head is still big. Yeah, this is a bit better. Yeah, no one available to invade. I need to save Greirat as soon as possible, because I think he's the guy that sells the buckler. And I want to use the buckler. Pretty good pairing tool. Also, I think I could get the buckler now. I hope it's not very expensive. My butt hurts. I'm sitting for too long. Should I?
Grant me death.
Ah. You're evil. I don't like you. Doesn't even have the decency of dropping an item. What a useless guy. Okay, more chances of someone being embered here because they just killed Vards. Ah, yeah, I was right. Let's see how this is gonna work. By the Blow Sentinel mod, I'm not connecting to anyone, basically. The host is probably back at the bonfire, right? Well, signs of the host being here, but not really. But maybe the guy just ran past all the enemies. Which is something pretty dumb to do. Yeah, there's people dead here. There's people dead here. Door is open. Yeah, he's way up front. But oh yeah, he didn't went through this place. Even ignored the corpse with the item. I think he used the bridge. Yeah, there's dead people here, so they probably went through here. Ah, the host is dying. They're probably a noob. Okay, here's a guy. He's kind of lagging. Have you killed Sigvard? You're using his leggings. And you're lagging a lot. Yeah, this is too much lag for me. Look at how bad the damage is. have no stamina left. Okay, first invasion. I can even point down. You might say that this weapon is good, but dude, I was dealing no damage. Literally dealing no damage. What a bad weapon. Really bad weapon. Yeah, at least I looked good doing that. Dude, why are you clipping through the ground? That's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, now I can parry. In a more confident way. So much better. Also, you take less fall damage if you fall there. It's kinda useful to keep that in mind. Can I one-shot those guys? No, I can't. Partial parry. Again. Give me item. No item. The projectile is actually pretty useful, but I'm almost sure it's gonna stop being useful as soon as I hit like Cathedral of the Deep. After the Abyss Watchers, this is gonna stop being so useful. I could swear I got all of the covenants on this save file. Ah yes, I do slash damage. Those guys are almost immune to slash damage. Why this has so much knockback? Dude, From Software is so good at making annoying enemies. They are really good at doing that. Anyways, the magic damage is what's solving me. If it wasn't for the magic damage, I would be hitting those guys for way longer. Only 2 flasks, and I'm not even at full HP. Yeah. Kinda bad. Kind of a bad situation. Alright, can I hit you from down here? I can. And she's not gonna come down. Okay, I missed. I missed my last shots. How annoying. Still no item. How sad. Should I try PvP once more? No. It's gonna be annoying. I already know that this weapon sucks. And I already proved that this weapon sucks. Hodrick, can you please come faster? Thank you. Does this has damage drop off? Obviously you can input read that. Obviously. Oh, I'm too close to the enemy. He's gonna see me. Yeah, I don't know why Hodrick was backtracking so much. This is kinda like revenge for how much this guy usually parries normal players. When I thought you were going to hit me. No, you're not gonna do that. And I guess you're dead now. Yeah, this is definitely death. You suck, dude. This even stays here after he dies. So I could use that to heal me. And it's pretty good healing. Amazing. I didn't die to Hodrick, but this fucking hollow with a saw is more powerful. Yeah, my game is dying. Impressive. Where's the hollow? Why is the game not loading? Hello? there anyone here? Hello, dude. Okay, I want to check something. Let's go back to the numbers page. And let's go back to having 40, 40. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Forty, 40. Let's have the crescent moonblade here. Right? Let's have the Shortell. Plus 10. Sharp infusion. It's already better. It's already better. It's already better. Alright, so it's basically the same weapon. It's another Shotell. Here we have 472, and here we have 581. Almost 600 damage. Almost 600 damage. Look at this, dude. Okay, let's remove those buffs. So still 412, 515. It's still better by a good margin. This is ridiculous. If I just get another Shotell, like the regular Shotell, and just I don't even need to change my stats. If I just use the other weapon, it's better on a Dex intelligence build, just like how From Software wants us to be using this weapon. Something that I don't understand is why do they even do that? Like, why can't this weapon be good? It's such a unique weapon, and there's no like upside that it's good enough to justify so many drawbacks with this weapon. Why can't we have like variety with gear in those games? Like, sorcerers can't have something nice, but strength and quality builds can have like 80 great swords and ultra great swords. Fun in From Software games. Yeah, variety too. Like, you know that everyone plays Elden Ring and in Dark Souls the same way. You just get a shit ton of vigor, get some stamina, put 60 levels into strength, and pick a great sword, and don't even change the great sword to heavy. And you still don't even notice that it was not in heavy, because great swords are just easy mode. Like, nothing against great swords, but holy shit, I hate how obvious it is From Software favoritism towards great swords. They clearly have a specific way they want you to be playing this game. Because you can see that by how shitty every other option is. You don't need to put a lot of effort to make a great sword build work. That's why when someone suggests me any great sword to a challenge, I just refuse because I know it's not gonna be a challenge. Every great sword can be good, especially for PvE. Like, yeah, you know that From Software games really wants you to be playing with big weapons. Almost feels like big weapons don't have any drawbacks. Can't even one-shot rats. What a great weapon. I'm gonna get Greyrat before I go back to Firelink, just to be a little more efficient. Can I kill you from here? Oh yeah, I can. What a disappointment. Dude, how much range do you have with that jump? Like, he jumped from the start of this light on the ground. I don't get even half of the range this guy has. Yeah, you talk too much, dude. Need to buy the key before I forget about that, because I always forget about buying the key.
Ashen one.
Oh, I just think on it.
And the buckler.
Goodbye.
Ashen one.
this one.
Yeah, I should level up my buckler.
Pretty like that.
The buckler isn't better than the other shield. I just like it more how this one looks. That's it. Nothing more.
Welcome. Then take. Farewell, Ashadmi.
What do I need to do now? I guess I just need to continue. Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to progress the quest line with Grey Rats. Now you are all sad. I'm glad this doesn't last for long. This guy went through that pretty quickly.
You what? I'm well. Thank you.
I mean, canonically, we don't know how long a quit out lasts.
Oh, and
We have no idea how much time passes
granted.
when you close the game and open the game. Maybe each quit out it's like a few hours or a couple of days. So depending on which version you believe in, this guy probably had enough time to went through the stages of grief. Not really, it's more like we just don't know because the game doesn't show. It's really that we just don't know how much time had passed. What a dumb guy. So stupid. Wait, the tree is supposed to be weak to... Oh my god. The tree is supposed to be weak to slash damage, right? I'm gonna reset this. I just lost all of my HP in half a second. Like, remember how I was at full HP a couple of seconds ago? Look at my health bar now. Get out of my way! Fucking hell, dude! It's that problem that I was talking about. Like, it's 10, 12 enemies inside of a small room. From Software doesn't want you to fight them. And apparently it doesn't want you to ignore and run past them too. Okay, 4 hits. Oh, that guy just clipped through the Great Wood. Oh, 2 hits? It's really weak to slash damage, right? Feels like it's weaker. Dude, I was completely out of your range and I still took damage. From Software needs to stop making hitboxes being larger than the weapons are. That's one of the things that feels the most cheap when it comes to like unfair things. And it's one of the most common problems to encounter on From Software games. Hitboxes not matching the models. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but at least try to look like you're trying. At least pretend that you care. Okay, let's shoot. Oh, okay, I can't. I can't lock on the hand. Another case where I couldn't really use the projectile. But I'm gonna try to use it more. Don't worry.
Well, very well then take. Farewell, Ashen Maid of Flame.
Ashen?
Is this gonna give me another level? No. Not even close. What to do then? Is Grey Rat selling anything useful? I keep forgetting the things you sell. Not really.
God.
Ah yes, and I forgot to change my mask. Alright, so I think I'm gonna stop after I finish helping Sigvard. No items dropped. What a lack of luck. I have no range with my running R1. Feels like I just stop. Do you think I can hit that with the Ash of War? Oh, first try! Holy shit! At least it's easy to aim. Do you think I should try a randomizer one day? I could definitely do that. In a situation where I have more viewers. I will definitely not do that if, like, I'm having no viewers. That's the type of content that you should do only when there's people interacting. Because it's very stressful and demanding. So I kinda don't want to do it for nothing. I'm totally gonna cheese the Outrider Knights. I don't even care. The game wants you to be doing that. They put him so close to the door like this. A door that he can't fit through. Double digits of damage. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna kill you with a parry. Yeah. Right in the nuts. He even dies twice. Just like Sekiro. I mean, Shadows, right? Shadows die twice. Again, I'm in the start of the game. Anything looks good in the start of the game. But then look at the numbers. I'm doing double digits as damage. I'm not even dealing 100 damage per hit. How is that not looking bad? I'm not reaching 100 damage. I think I could reach 100 damage with my bare fists, with the right stats and some buffs, which would still be more viable than using this weapon. Such a cool weapon, such a cool concept, looks so fucking cool, but oh my god, it's such a bad weapon. I think when the game came out, this sword was a pure dexterity sword. I don't know if that was any better. Maybe it was. I don't remember if it used to have magical damage too, like split magic damage. Maybe only the projectile was magic damage. Dude, the range on this. Also, this guy is definitely weak to magic.
No! Well, it's too late now.
Okay, the third one is delayed. What if I hit both the sword and the projectile? Yeah, you can even hear the double hits. Wait! This is the same animation as Stormblade from Elden Ring. You know, the Ash of War where you shoot a ghost of air.
That which we
Now I know why this feels so familiar. This is Stormblade. The one that actually deals damage. And I think you can guess which one it is. Also, Stormblade is pure physical damage, which is usually better. Yeah, I like how I look now. It will definitely get better, but for now, it's the best that I can have. I'm not gonna go after them. Oh, they died of fall damage. It's not worth it. Not worth it. I'm not even gonna be using that item, so yeah. Stop retreating! The AI on some enemies really needs some reworking. Because how am I supposed to fight only one of them without using range? Okay, you're far enough. She was still trying to use the spell. Why are you retreating? What's so wrong about you, dude? Can you hit me? Are you even trying? Okay, no item. Is this any better? No. Also, Dark Souls 2 armor sets looks like shit. I'm not gonna use it. Oh fuck. I'm glad there was ground there. For a second I thought I was falling to my death. Why their tracking is so bad? They're so bad that's actually hitting you. Even with the extra wide movements they have. Wrong bonfire. This is gonna make me lose a lot of time.
Is everybody in the groove? Stick around. Just warming up.
Alright, time to level up.
Ashen.
Well, very then hey.
Alright, the rest can go to dexterity.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Up.
Maybe I can start getting some damage outputs. Yeah, I got this one from where? I don't remember. I really don't remember where I got this one.
Ashen 1.
Ah yeah, I was going to stop now. I'm really tired. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow, if I don't die. Hopefully.